All right, so you ready to jump into the world of comedy podcasts?
Ready when you are. I think
Yeah.
we're going to uncover some really fascinating stuff here about why these shows are resonating, especially with, like, Gen Z and millennials.
Yeah, and the stuff you sent over, it's like a gold mine.
Yeah.
Okay, so one article called out comedy podcasts as, like, the booming genre, right? Which, I mean, who doesn't love a good laugh? But then it zoomed in on this show, Smartless, and how they're doing these celebrity interviews. I found that really interesting.
Yeah, Smartless, it's a really, like, prime example of where the format's going. You know, it's not just your typical stand-up routine recorded or, like, those comedic sketches. It's more conversational,
Yeah.
but still insightful.
Yeah.
Which I think is key.
Right, because you get the humor, but also you feel like you're getting to know these celebrities, these guests, in a way that a traditional interview format just, might not allow.
Totally.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it feel so authentic and relatable. And the humor then becomes more meaningful because it's grounded in something real, in that genuine interaction. And this article, also brought up something else that I think plays into why this is clicking with younger audiences.
Okay, tell me more.
Well, they're drawn to podcasts that break the mold, right? And a lot of these comedy podcasts, they're independently produced, which means they can experiment with format, get niche with their humor, and that really resonates with Gen Z and millennials who are often seeking out content you just wouldn't find in the mainstream.
It's like that insider feeling, like you're part of something unique, something that speaks directly to you.
Exactly. And then you've got, like, the whole narrative comedy podcast scene, like Welcome to Night Vale. I mean, talk about a unique format. It's like listening to a serialized sitcom, but it's all audio, right? Almost like an audiobook, but with jokes woven in, with this whole world-building element.
Oh, wow. That's wild. I can see how that would be super engaging. Creates a whole different kind of listening experience. So, I mean, we've got all these different formats popping up, the interview style, the narrative style, but it all comes back to that connection, right?
Exactly. Shared laughter is powerful. It builds a sense of community.
Yeah.
And whether it's through a witty observation about everyday life or a totally absurd fictional world, comedy podcasts are tapping into that power in really creative ways.
Yeah, they're pushing boundaries. And it makes you wonder, right? Like, could other genres borrow a bit from this? Like, could you have a true crime podcast, but with, like, some genuinely funny banter sprinkled in? I don't know, maybe that's a bit much.
It's definitely a thought. But hey, that's what's so cool about this world. Who knows what crazy, amazing, hilarious stuff creators will come up with next.
So true. It's an exciting time for comedy podcasts, that's for sure. Well, listeners, we hope this deep dive has given you a taste of what makes this genre so special. Now it's your turn. Go explore. And who knows, maybe you'll discover the next big thing in comedy podcasts. And if you do, be sure to let us know. We're always up for a good laugh.
This has been a Project NJ Studios production.